Hello, Raw family! Guys, how are you guys feeling? How are you doing? No, I'm joking. I would never do it like that. So, Raw family, jeez. Hope everybody's feeling good. Hope everybody's feeling nice. This is your girl, MELO from Raw Talk with MELO. That's what you guys know you're watching. Come on now. If you don't know by now, we have a problem. Okay? No, I'm playing. But as you can see over here, fresh guess who this? Fresh guess, fresh short cut, stunning with the model side profile, got the beaded up. Shirt is to die for, because you guys know how MELO comes with color and pattern. It is beautiful. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Thank you.
And when it comes to the herbalism, if you need some help, if you need to know a natural remedy, it's going to be this girl right over here. And we're going to get into it. But confidence, loving, is for the people in her community and is a boss on the low. Don't sleep, guys. She's trying to be humble as usual, but you know I pick them up. Jamaican Raven. That's what you like me to go by, correct?
You can call me that, or you can call me Shanika or Shen, whatever,
You know,
whatever flows with you.
So I know Shen, right? But the Jamaican Raven's what I want to catapult. That's what I want to show respect to today.
Perfect.
So, Jamaican Raven, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It's a good day. It was off to a rocky start, but it's a good day.
Trust
It's a
me.
good
that
day
is.
though.
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, okay? We're not gonna front. At least I'm not gonna front. I'm on E right now. I didn't get no meals, nothing. But we're here.
We're doing the thing.
We're here.
We're
here for y'all. So we're hopping in. Okay, so Shan. Oh, look at that. Looks like we'll be bouncing back and forth, eh?
So just roll with it.
Just gonna roll it. If I say Shan or Jamaican Raven, it is she.
It is
Okay? Alright, so let's hop into it. First, can you tell the Raw family a little bit about yourself? You know, ethnicity, background, those kind of things.
Okay, well, if you guys couldn't tell, I'm Jamaican. It's in the name. I am first generation Canadian. Both of my parents are from Jamaica. People like to joke that I'm only Canadian at the airport because you won't even believe the amount of people who ask me if I was actually born in Jamaica, because I'm just that Jamaican.
It's true.
It's a little sickening, but you know what? I'm here for it.
It's not sickening. We are proud people.
Yes.
Okay?
Proud.
It is not sickening.
Loud and
okay?
proud.
Okay? And we're proud because we know what we bring to the table.
Yes.
I'm just, we're humble, guys. We're humble. We like to
No,
play.
we're not humble.
Oh, I'm gonna take a little humble on my forehead. I'm too nervous. You know moments when you don't want to be humble and you have your moment, you're like, yeah, I'm the
I
ish.
never yet met a humble Jamaican, okay?
I know.
If we could paint ourselves in the flag, we would do it. And we just walk around like that.
Down to the way that we dress, down to our walk, our talk. You know what? Let's just stop.
Yes.
We're
We're
gonna
not
see-
people them jealous.
we're-
You
you know?
let's just bring it in.
I know you wish you could be there. I know you wish you could be Jamaican. No, but okay, we're done.
Yes.
Because we're global, okay?
Yes.
We expect all
Yes.
cultures, all walks of life. But you know. All right, so hopping into a little more. What made you want to become a herbalist? What is the story
Good
behind
question. So like, there's no like, oh my god moment. It's just like,
Okay.
it's just like a natural thing that happened. I've always been into health, and like I don't like pills and I don't like medicine, so I've always been into the let's try it from a natural perspective.
Yes.
If I have to go to the doctor, we're not going to the doctor. It's not happening. That is the absolute last resort.
Yes.
And so I used to make a whole bunch of like random things for myself, or like always be looking up recipes and trying to find out about this herb and about that herb.
Yeah.
And especially being Jamaican, like we don't go to the doctor if we don't have
Tea.
to. Like tea is the number one line of defense.
Peppermint, Cersei, whatever you choose.
Listen, if it grows on a tree or in a bush, it goes in the teapot.
It does.
And so it was, let's say, just before the very first lockdown, when everything was shutting down. I went to this, I don't even remember the name of the store, I'm so sorry. I want to shout you up, I don't remember you. It's a little like spiritual metaphysical store in downtown Whitby.
Okay.
And I found this book. It's called The Master Herbalism Book. And I absolutely fell in love with everything that was in it. And I was like, literally, it's all just highlights. Like, the book isn't even white anymore, it's just highlights.
That's how you know.
Yeah, and then I really started like making things with purpose and intent. And so then it kind of just spiraled into what it is today. Yeah.
Okay. I don't have further questions. Usually I have like a little extras. It's like, okay, what does that mean? That was clear. It's like you found this book. I love when I hear these stories. People don't realize when you get towards a passion or something that you love, it's like not everybody knows it right away.
No.
Something triggers it. For you, it was this book, just happening to walk into the store and seeing it. Not that you already didn't have it in you, but to finally give you that last push to do it.
To go in the direction I wanted to go in, because we know each other from uni.
Yes, we do.
And I did not go to uni for herbalism.
No, not at all.
Absolutely not.
I didn't even know at all that you were into herbalism until I found your page and I was like, oh my god.
Me neither, sis. Me neither. But I always wanted to help people, and I've always been interested in health. So I was like, how can I do that? And so I went to school for public health. So happy I'm not there right now, because they be going through it right now.
Okay.
And don't want to be a part of that.
Okay.
So
we thank you guys though. We're thankful for you.
Thank you, but I don't want to be a part of that headache. And so I'm glad that I found a way that's more in tune with who I am, because I would literally have pulled my hair out.
I feel you.
If I stayed in that field.
Yes, I feel you.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are getting a little bit of a gist of her, just a little bit, but you guys know I'm gonna go deeper.
Go deep, girl.
Okay. If you guys see me leaning over, there's no papers today. We're back to the handy dandy HP that you guys were hating on, but it's still here.
But it's cute though.
It is so.
It's cute, guys.
Can
It's
we
cute.
the HP is so cute.
It's cute.
The color.
It's cute. Don't be a hater, guys. It's cute.
But you know it's off the screen because you guys are hating. Okay. Okay, let's hop into the next one. Now, being a herbalist, self-taught knowledge, right? I'm assuming it'd be self-taught knowledge. Or was it just natural for you? Because I know you said the book.
Part of it was natural.
Okay.
Like, I come from a very long line of, like, country people. Like, we are farmers, we are bush people. Like, so it's always been there. And even, like, my grandma, I'm always asking her questions about, oh, what does this tea do? What does that tea do? What is this good for? And so part of it was already there. Part of it is self-taught. And I'm taking a certification course right now.
Boom! Congrats on that ahead of time.
Just because, you know, some people, they like to see the paper.
Yes.
You know? Even though I know what I'm doing, guys. Some people like to see the paper. And it's giving me that supplementary knowledge that I might have been missing as I'm going through it myself. So it's good to get knowledge from all parts, not just like focus on one, because there's so many avenues of learning.
That's a positive way to look at it. I like it. I like it. She been knowing what she was doing, guys. No, I'm just she knew. She had that confidence in herself. And Shen has integrity. You guys, first of all, you guys know I don't like people on here that don't have integrity. I just don't have the time. Get offset. Okay? Stay on set. Because she does have integrity. And I trust that if anything were going wrong or someone would approach you, tell them the truth. Like, listen, I don't know about this yet, but I'm willing to look into it.
I am the first person to say, I do not know.
Thank you.
Because
and we
liabilities.
See, we appreciate that. You see? All right, guys. So let's hop into the next little set. But guess what, guys?
Oh, dear.
You know what? I do have these raw moments right on camera, so I'm gonna get up again because the handy dandy HP has just been retired. So give me just a moment, guys, right in front of you. You know, just doing it again. You know,
just rolling with the flow.
Just rolling with the flow.
Everything is live and direct.
It is. Guys, when I say it's raw, can you please be a witness for me? I really keep it raw here.
Live
like,
and direct.
You guys see me.
The papers just came off the press.
Fresh off the press, okay? Fresh off the press. Wow. Fresh off the press. And we're missing half. All right,
just
guys.
The HP mark.
All right, let's go into some more here. All right, look deeper. Like this is when we get the raw part. We're gonna get raw, the raw topic, but you know I like to get raw with the guests before. So, what are the unspoken cons about being a herbalist that no one talks about? Oh.
I'm being so dramatic. I'm just that side was like, okay, let's get the thoughts together. For me, I would say the one thing is some people, like, there's certain words you cannot use. You cannot say that something cures something unless you know for a fact, unless it's been tested and proved, and somebody outside of you yourself has said, yes, we approve this message.
Right.
Because say I recommend something, and that's another thing. there's different types of herbalists, and so most times it's clinical herbalists who diagnose and who do the more like doctory things that you would think. I'm not a clinical herbalist.
Okay.
I don't like math like that, so I won't be one. Don't like math.
Math, no math.
No.
Okay.
And so you can't say something can cure unless you know for sure. And you wouldn't say, oh, I'm prescribing this. You'd say, I'm recommending or suggesting it. And you always want your client to have the initiative to kind of understand the herbs themselves and kind of do their own research on top of what you're telling them. Because, like, I could just be telling you beer font. I could just be telling you garbage. I could be telling you garbage, trash. I could be telling you absolute nonsense. And if you don't have the instinct or the desire to double check that, then I could be leading you astray. You could just end up in the hospital where you weren't trying to be.
And let's not lie, we have a lot of followers right now that don't even look into it or do the research, they just take it.
Yes,
right? So,
you know what we're talking about.
Y'all know who you are. And if you don't, a friend of a friend know who you are, but yeah.
We're not snitching on you guys though,
We're
so
not.
it's okay. So yeah, I would never suggest it. I would never prescribe anything. I would make suggestions and recommend. I would say, this may help.
Right.
Based on what you're telling me, this could help. I will never tell you this will for sure help. Because I don't want you to do something and then say, this lady told me that this was gonna help. And I'm gonna go back to you and say, no, I didn't.
Right? Okay.
So that's a big thing, is your wording and being very intentional and purposeful with your words. That's the biggest one.
Okay. So don't act like you're a big time clinical herbalist because you will get caught. Essentially, no one playing. It just means have integrity.
Yes.
And basically watch the lingo that you use.
Yes.
Because you could be overstepping the level that you're at or just what you prefer to be associated with. Okay. Let's go some more. Because, there's negatives, but there's also positives. So what are the pros of being a herbalist?
The pros is the knowledge. Like, you have so much knowledge at your fingertips and locked up in your brain.
Yeah.
And when people ask me, like, oh, what does this do? I'm like, oh, I know what this does. I'm like, you get so excited, like, I actually know something. This is great.
Yes.
And if you're able to help people help themselves, that's my big thing, is helping you to help yourself.
Yes.
I don't want to be, and I don't want anybody else who's in my community or on my page or whatever to be dependent upon a system that can collapse at any moment.
Preach.
And so if I can inspire you to take that first step and to be like, oh, she posted something about peppermint, like, let me look into this peppermint business.
Yes.
So like, I want to guide you into taking the first steps, give you some tools, and then you can do the work as well. We're doing it together.
Yes. And you are, to confirm you are. Because when she puts up her videos on IG, I go and I see them and I'm like, But she does tea, because I'm a big tea lover. I'm like, let me try this. This looks like it's healthy. This looks like it can do something for me. And I like the fact that you actually put like voiceovers and explanations of what you're doing and what's going on. You guys, we're going to be shouting out at the end. Make sure you check it out, because she's really helpful. It's not even a joke because she's a guest on the show. She's really helpful. Jamaican Raven is where it's at, guys. Okay, you're welcome. Just letting you know it really is happening.
And that's another thing that's like a big positive, is people like that saying like, oh, like I like your video, or like this helped, or like I like this thing that you did. And I'm just like, they see me,
right? Like, okay,
it's working. It's something's happening.
Yes, because you do it for you at the end of the day first, but when you also see that people are enjoying it and they're loving themselves and they're able to grow from it like you wanted them to, priceless, guys. That feeling is priceless. Okay, I know that you have an Etsy shop.
I do.
Okay. You know what, guys? I'm tired of breaking my neck.
Don't judge her, guys.
Okay.
Judgment-free zone.
Judgment-free zone over here, especially on this set. So, like I said, I know you have an Etsy shop as well as a blog.
Yes.
Okay. Now, upon opening your blog, you see I'm about to get a little deeper.
You are.
I was instantly drawn toward your community tab. Now, you had, I don't know if you have or had, but you had something called community medicine making workshops. Had. Okay. Now I wonder. Oh, see? Had. It's different now.
It's okay. Do you want me to take the lead here? Because I actually have a few things to say about what you just said.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Please, because now I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for it. Okay.
So I love that you love the community tab.
I did.
Love that. Because I'm big on community, and not just like our community.
Yes.
But like just building a community of people, of like-minded people who are into the same things, and you guys can bounce off of each other, and you know, like you can like vibe.
Yes.
You can vibe. So yes, I do have an Etsy shop. I do have a blog.
Okay.
All those things are true.
Okay.
They're true.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm in a period of transition.
Okay.
So if you go on there, I mean, by the time you know this actually comes out, like it'll be great. But if you do go on there and it seems a little sus, it's because I'm transitioning. I am transitioning.
It's on the come up, guys. It's on the come up.
I'm transitioning. So new things are coming to the shop.
Okay.
December. So look out for that. There may be a few bits and bobs here and there, because when I make things for clients, if I have leftovers, I put it up there.
Okay.
So you can always buy something. So there's gonna be little bits and bobs there.
Okay.
The blog is coming back up. I took a little break because I wasn't feeling it for a second, so I took a little break.
Okay.
But now it's gonna be more a place where you can go and get the actual recipes from the stuff that I make on Instagram.
Okay.
So that you're not having to like watch the reel like 75 times to figure out what I said, or trying to like go in a little comment section trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So that's where we're headed.
Okay.
Big things are coming in December, so watch out.
I'm excited. I'm gonna be watching out.
Big things.
I don't like the doctor and I don't like pills. And someone who was sickly growing up, I'm over it. So if I can get any natural remedy possible for this old and growing body, I said old.
Old and growing.
Yes.
Old and growing.
Thank you. Your body, I will take it. Okay. Let's touch on this blog.
Yes.
Okay. Now in your blog, you had also mentioned, and I quote, "Spirit placed this idea in my mind."
Yes.
When it was having to do with the medicine workshops, right? Does your spirituality and herbalism go hand in hand? Have you heavily relied on spirit to guide you through this herbal journey?
For me, they do go hand in hand.
Okay.
For me, they do.
Okay.
I like to make this very, very important distinction. I am a spiritual person, not a religious person. A spiritual person is somebody who, like, you understand that you are so much more than a box. You are the earth, you are the stars, you are everything. We're all connected.
Yes.
Every creature, man, woman, child, rock, piece of grass, like we're all connected.
All.
And just exploring that connectedness.
Yes.
And so when exploring that connectedness, I am very drawn to herbs. And so that's why for me it's part of my spiritual practice. I drink teas that are geared towards spiritual things, and in the past when I've put up videos or information about different herbs, I've always included spiritual aspects to those herbs, because everything is two parts. We're not just feminine or masculine, we're both. We're not just mundane or spiritual, we're both. And so I always make a point to include both the medicinal purposes and both the spiritual purposes of the plant.
I'm sorry. I know you can see me cheesing and clapping this whole time. I have been dying to get shit on here because I was waiting for that. I knew she was gonna lay it all out. I was like, because I'm somebody who writes people all the time. Yes, I believe in God. Yes, I believe in higher power. However, I do not believe in religion. I tell people all the time. I'm not a fool. I know that there is a God, or however it is for anybody. I know that there's a higher. The thing is I'm just not with religion.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
But what you just said made me cheese and smile on the inside because it was perfect. It was.
And that too, like, being spiritual means you understand that people see things differently than you. People experience divinity differently than you would.
Yes.
And that's okay.
And that's
we're allowed to be different.
Yes.
That's the point.
Exactly.
But we're not forcing things on people.
No. That's different.
And that's where I will end my statement.
Thank you. That was a bloops. You guys can see it across the top. That was a big time bloops. Okay. And you guys, it's just so you know, I have never asked anybody that kind of question before. I trusted you to answer it.
Oh,
That's
thank
why I asked
you.
it. Just so you're aware.
Thank you.
You're aware. You gotta know what you're doing, guys. Okay. Let's touch your knowledge a bit.
don't know.
Yes, that's what I like. Okay, so if a client that is suffering from low iron.
Yes.
I suffer from
I'm
low
that client.
iron.
I'm that client.
Thank you. I'm not alone. Okay. And I'm looking for a more natural remedy rather than having to take iron pills daily.
Which mess up your gut, guys. They're not good for your belly.
I can't use the bathroom.
Iron tablets are not good for your belly.
It's not okay.
It's not a nice experience.
It's not. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. Okay, so you feel the pain.
Yes.
Okay.
Firsthand.
Thank you. Now, what herbs or remedy would you suggest is best for this?
Okay. There's a few herbs that I would suggest. You're gonna want to use.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
So the herbs I'm gonna mention are herbs that either contain high levels of iron themselves, or they help you to better absorb iron. Because that's a lot of the times the problem is that we're not actually like absorbing it very well.
Okay.
And so I would say for one, my all-time favorite, my day one herb. This is like the first herb that I was just like, I actually like did research on. Is dandelion. I know it's not a weed, guys. Okay, don't let people fool you into thinking it's a weed. Okay?
Oh, it's not.
No. Any plant. I heard it. It's okay. It's okay.
My belly grumbled, y'all.
Okay.
It's all good.
There's no concept of weeds in nature. It's man-made, and basically a weed is anything that we think shouldn't be where it is. And because people want a nice green lawn, they don't want no pitchy patchy, even though they're so pretty.
They're so pretty to me.
They don't want the pitchy patchy, so they like, this is a nuisance. It's a weed. I need it to go. But dandelion is so good for us. Like you can literally use the entire thing, from the flower to the leaves to the roots. You can use the entire thing. And so dandelion is really good at helping us absorb iron.
Okay. Okay.
And then the next one I would say is nettle or stinging nettles. In its dried form, it doesn't sting, but when it's fresh, it has, I don't know the name of the property, but it has a property that when you touch it, you might feel it stinging.
Okay.
So most times when people are handed it fresh, they'll wear gloves.
Yes.
And so nettle has, the first time I smelled nettle, I was like, this is callaloo. Like it smells like callaloo and spinach. Like it has that type of smell.
Callaloo.
So you know it has a lot of iron. A lot of iron.
Yes.
And so that's one for helping you to replace the iron.
Okay.
Helping you get the iron.
Right.
And then you also want things that are high in vitamin C, because vitamin C helps us to absorb the iron as well.
Oh.
So I remember when I was taking iron tablets, my doctor would say like take them with orange juice.
Yes.
So you can always take.
I thought it was foolishness.
No. It really does work. It really does work.
Okay.
And so take it with something that's high in vitamin C. I can't really take orange juice like that because acid reflux and it burns. And so another herb that I'll mix with those is sorrel or hibiscus. If you guys go on my page, okay? This is my all-time #1 favorite herb in the world. I could talk about it all day long. I absolutely love it. Love it. But I digress. And also in terms of food too, like you don't just have to drink it. Like the best way for us to get things is to ingest it. So like always possible, drinking, eating. So like I said, callaloo, spinach, dark leafy greens. Those are jam-packed.
I heard green banana. Is that one do it?
I don't know, because I don't eat green banana.
What?
Yes, I don't eat green banana. Green banana does taste blood.
It does.
I'd rather eat a plantain.
But with the rest of the food, it just...
I'd rather eat a plantain.
I'm not gonna lie, plantain's where it's at.
I'd rather eat a plantain.
I have plantain
and
almost
it
every
is
morning.
plantain, not plantain. We're not having this discussion. I just want to let you know. I'm not asking, I'm telling.
Thank you. I went through this. I think episode 1. I went through this and we had a little back and forth.
No.
But yes, it is plantain.
Plantain.
Tin, like a tin can.
Plantain.
Don't tell me no tain, no ain.
No. It doesn't work.
Doesn't
But anyways,
work. It will not be accepted. Not just.
Okay.
I mean, in Jamaican homes, it's not accepted.
No.
Can you imagine walking to your grandmother and saying, "Grandma, can I have plantain?"
This actually happened to me because the rest of the world says it wrong.
Yes.
The rest of the world says it wrong.
Yes, you do.
And there is a herb called plantain. or plantain. I would say plantain because that's how I know the word.
Right.
Once again, another plant people consider to be a weed. It literally grows like through the cracks in the sidewalk, in your driveway, on your lawn. But like it is so good for itchy skin. And so I had made one of my goddaughters, because she had really bad eczema, and so I had made her a little balm to help with the itching.
Right.
And it really works. Like it's really helpful. But I went into my herb lady store and I made the mistake of asking for plantain, and she looked at me thoroughly confused.
She's like,
and my cousin had to remind me. She's like, "Girl, you can't say it like that. And you have to say it the other way."
So
I'm just like,
plantain in public.
I'm like, oh, I'm like, it hurts my soul to say it, but fine, I will say it. And so I said it, and I got what I needed. I left.
I refuse to say it in public.
I didn't have a choice. She looked at me like I was crazy. She's like, "What is that?" And I'm just like, "I mean, plantain." She's like, "Oh, yes.
And that's so extra, because plantain. You're trying to tell me you don't know what I'm saying?
They sound similar. They sound similar. But
We digress.
Anyway.
Okay, so what has been your most profound experience being a herbalist thus far? Like something that just stuck out, made your heart smile. Don't make me cry. I tell everybody that.
I'm not gonna make you cry. It's not a
Okay.
It's just like a wow, like what I made. Whenever I make anything,
Yes.
and it works, because like I do my research, I do, but a lot of the time it is spirit led and it's like based off of intuition. I'm like, I know this is good for this. I know this is good for this. Let me just put it together and see what happens.
Yes.
And so in those moments when I just put things together. And like it comes together, like that balm I made for my niece.
It was like perfect.
Within like 10 minutes, she wasn't itching anymore, and within a day, like the discoloration has started to disappear.
Listen,
And I was just like, I'm a genius.
Listen, I'm waiting for you to open up your store one time.
Listen, the things are coming.
I know.
And then I have a tea that I formulated a tea a while back.
Okay.
And you guys have probably seen me drinking it, but like I never I'm so bad at promoting myself. I'm so bad at it.
Me
and so
too.
like I never like I showed you guys one time what it was, and then I was just like, okay, that's done. On to the next thing. But she's making a comeback.
Okay.
And when I made this tea, it's featuring sorrel, so you know it's a good
Oh,
one.
I'm on it.
You know it's a good one.
I'm on
When
it.
I made it, I was just like, oh, like I'm gonna make this because I think it tastes good. And then I added things in it, and I'm just like, oh, it actually has like good benefits. Like this can do things.
Okay.
And the people who have tried it absolutely love it. It's for inflammation, like internal inflammation, and for digestion. It's really good for digestion.
It's a big one.
Yes. I have a good friend, and her and gluten don't agree. Not one bit.
Yep.
And she said, because normally we would take like digestive enzymes to help like soften the blow of the gluten.
Yeah.
And so instead, like if we ever ran out, she's like, oh, I just drink the tea afterwards, and it's like nothing ever happened to me.
Look at.
And I'm just like, I'm a genius. I'm a genius.
Yes, here. You have to come into this. Not the shirt.
And I was just like, yo, I'm an actual genius. Like, this is awesome.
And
then I have one of my mom's friends. She like literally like once a month she's like, hey, I need my supply. Like I need my supply. She's like, I love this. My stomach feels great. My joints feel great. Like this is good. So she's gonna make a comeback.
Okay.
Very soon.
Yes, let me know, please.
Listen, the Raw family. I'm gonna give you guys an exclusive still. I'm gonna give you guys an exclusive. Okay.
Oh.
So I am. You know, in Jamaica, tea, like we said it before, tea is a big thing.
Life.
If you don't drink tea, I don't think you're Jamaican. Okay?
Honestly.
Like, even if you don't like it, you drink it
Drink it
because you
anyways.
know it's good for you.
Yeah. That's being seriously disgusting, but I drink it. Yes.
I know. I hate it, but like, I low-key like it though now that I'm getting old.
Right? It's odd to explain, but yes, go on.
And so, tea is a big thing. And I was looking for a way to kind of like find my own way in this herbalism world.
Okay.
And I was like, tea, like my name is Jamaican Raven. Like, why don't I focus on tea? Like,
Yes.
tea culture in Jamaica is a big thing.
Big.
It's literally, you're not feeling good, drink some tea. You bust your toe open, drink some
Tea.
tea. Your arm is falling off, drink some
Tea.
tea. Your belly hurts, drink some tea. Tea, like it doesn't matter what kind of tea, just drink the tea. And like even if it doesn't help you, like it will help you, like
It
just to
will feel
relax.
better. You lost your
Just to
job,
relax.
drink tea, and then figure it out. You know?
Exactly. And so I will be launching a tea sampler box. And so I'm going to be coming out with 3 teas.
Okay.
Every season, I'm going to be coming out with 3 teas.
Okay.
And then you have the opportunity to either buy each box individually,
Okay.
or you, at the very beginning,
Yes.
you can sign up for a subscription and you'll get 25% off. So that's 1 box free.
Nice.
And they will just come to you
Yes.
every season. So winter one will come to you, spring one will come to you, summer and
I'm
fall
signing
will
up.
come to you. And you don't have to think about it ever again. You just pay the money the one time,
And it would just be there.
and it will just whoops. Here it is.
Listen, I will post that for her too, guys.
And
Listen,
so
make
like
sure.
sneak peeks are coming. I'm putting things together. So the first box will be a winter box,
Okay.
and the sorrel tea I was talking about will be in the box.
Hey.
It'll be in the box, so look out for her.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Listen, Shani got me amped up. Sorry, I'm very. When the cheese changes and the beer box comes out, I'm very proud of you. I'm very
Because I
proud of
wanted
you.
to do something that like people will enjoy and also
Yes.
like benefit from.
Right.
And so from doing my research, a lot of people they just drink tea because they enjoy it. But like if you can become like optimize your health at the
Yes.
same time you're having enjoyment.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Enjoying a tea and knowing that's gonna help my health to the fullest.
Mm-hmm.
Hand in hand.
And because spirit is a big thing for me,
Yes.
there will be a tea for your mind, body, and your soul, and there'll also be a bunch of free little goodies for mind, body, and soul on the inside. So it's like it is truly like a wellness box.
It sounds like it. I'm gonna get some of that and some of the bath salts for the bath.
Yes.
She got that too, y'all.
I've always been such a creative person, and like I don't mean to toot my horn, but I'm gonna toot it because I never toot it.
A tutu.
Like I literally can like make anything.
Hey.
I'd see the recipe, or one time I see the instructions one time, and I'm
Yes.
like, I got this.
Yes.
Like I used to do balloons before,
Mhm.
and a lot of the times, which is really bad. All the times, I'm gonna tell you why it was bad. All the times when people are like, okay, do this, I'm like, yeah. Day of, first time I'm doing it.
You're one of those people that do things under pressure. Nice.
It comes out nice.
Okay.
But when I don't know, it's like I thrive under the pressure, but I also hate being under pressure. I don't know why I do it to myself.
Yeah.
And then once I'm done, I'm like, never doing that again.
Right. Right.
And then I do it again.
Something about like knowing I have to get this done. There's no in or out. It just makes you
Yeah.
gun it.
I
Focus.
my mom would be like, oh, like what do you have planned? I'm like, I don't know. I know, but I don't know. When I go and it goes up,
Yes.
then I will know what's going on.
Yes.
But until then, I don't know what's going on.
I like it that because I made you just raw and nice and natural with it, and what you get is what you really get. It just comes out of just fire, just fire. I'm gonna dash with emojis. Okay. So, listen. I'm loving this. I'm asking you these questions, and the way you're just flowing with them, it's like bam.
Articulate.
Oh, I like it. Okay. Woo. Guess
My dog
what?
is smiling. Oh,
Is it?
Yeah.
Making cheese a little
You're making
bit.
the cheese.
I
Like it's hurting up here a little bit.
You know, I like taking with cheese still. I take with cheese. Okay. Lastly,
Yes. Drop it on me.
what is the hardest? Okay. Not the like, oh, it's all right. Okay. The hardest lesson you have had to learn in order to be successful in your industry. Hardest.
You're hitting home, girl.
Oh.
You're hitting home.
And why?
You are. The hardest lesson that I had to learn,
Yes.
and I'm still learning,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because of the person I am, I will always be learning it,
Mm-hmm.
is that success is not the same for everyone.
Yes.
It's different. Some people may think that, oh, I have 5 houses, success. Some
Right.
people think, yo, I didn't kill anybody today on the way to work,
Success.
And so it's really been trying to come to a solid understanding of what success means to me
Mhm.
and what I'm looking for.
Right.
Because if I try to follow other people, I'm not going to be happy.
It's true.
Because what they have, I'm like, do I actually want that? Do I actually want to have like 1,000 orders going out?
Right.
I don't want that. Do I want to have loyal followers who I know whatever I put out, they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm buying that.
Yes.
And I have my little 50, 100
Yes.
people who constantly buy from me.
That's love.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like, I took a really big social media break.
Good for you.
Before I did this.
No, good for you.
Before I did this little podcast thingy here.
Yes.
Took a very big one because like, it was just getting to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, especially like not feeling like I knew where I was going.
Yes.
I was just like getting confused by everything that everybody else was doing. Cause I'm just like, oh, maybe I should do it like that. Maybe I should do it like this. And I'm like, girl, get off.
Yes.
Get off social media.
Yes.
Get off of it.
Yes.
And so like, in terms of followers, like, the number is not important.
It's really not.
The number is not important. Shout out to the 12 people who interact with me on a daily because I live for you.
There you go.
I live for you. I have more than 12 followers, but like the 12 people who actually interact.
Yes, I know exactly.
They are important.
Yes, yes, yes.
And so like having those people who actually interact, who actually are benefiting from what I'm putting up, because I can make stuff for myself all day.
Right.
Like, so that doesn't matter. But I'm doing it to help other people.
Yes.
And helping myself at the same time.
Yes.
So the fact that I'm able to help people means I'm being successful.
There you go. Whew. You touched my heartstring with that too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You hit a spot. You hit a spot. You did. But
The poor laptop, the poor HP, you're just big enough.
I know I slapped the HP really hard just now. I'm sorry. Gosh, baby. You okay? Okay. All right.
Didn't deserve that. It came through.
It
for us,
didn't deserve
man.
it.
It didn't deserve it. It didn't deserve it.
It came through. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is raw talk time. Yeah, it is time to get raw, guys. It is time to get raw. So let's bring up the handy dandy fishbowl. True story, y'all. You can back me up. I was fighting. There was a spider that got in here.
It was. But spiders are good luck, so it's, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You know, there's spiders I don't play that day. I really don't like them.
I don't like them either.
They got like
I don't like
they have
them
this
either.
ugly walk.
I don't like them either, but they always show up at like the right time for me.
Okay.
And so I'm just like, you know what? Okay, like I let you like live. Like
It goes over there.
true story.
Mm-hmm.
Last night,
Yes.
I was in my room eating my food, watching my show,
Mm-hmm.
and I turned over, and one was just in the corner, and I said, "Oh, you're big." Hi. And I was just like, "Listen, sir, if you stay over there and I stay here, we're good.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Like we don't have to interact.
No.
We can both share this space."
Yes.
So you know, like that was just a real moment, right? To see that the spider really came out the fish bowl. I was just like, oh, you're actually following me, okay.
Yeah, you're chilling me. Okay, it's not a good sign. It's okay. She's in good hands today, y'all. There we go. For me, I get that with butterflies.
I get that with butterflies too. I get that with a lot of different animals, like
Right?
Jamaican Raven. I have,
Okay, wait, this one ain't one time.
I
Okay.
have a Raven / crow
Okay.
tattoo.
Okay.
Two very special birds to me. They're always there just to give me a little bit of encouragement,
Just
and to let me know that we're on the right track.
Mm.
So that's where the name comes from.
Don't you?
I am Jamaican and I am a Raven.
And you know that feeling when you're walking through nature and you see them all just flying towards you and connecting with you, you're just like,
Yes.
what's
like,
up? What's up?
Where
How you do it?
Where I live, there is like a pretty decent sized forest.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them over there. They're always making up noise, always waking me up and doing things, and they're always flying all over the place. Like it's awesome. Love it.
My happy place, y'all. Okay.
Raw time.
Sorry guys, we got sidetracked. You know, we just be connecting. When you find people like this, or
Listen,
it's
It's been like what, 6 years?
6 years.
That since we've been in the same room together. 6
Honestly,
years.
yeah.
6 years. It feels like it's been like it was last week that I just was at your house.
I know. You listen. Stories. We have stories. We're not gonna get into. We're not gonna get into. We'll say those for different times, okay? We'll say those for different times. Okay.
I'm nervous.
So there is 2 ways to the fishbowl.
Yes.
Okay. We can either go into here and just take out 1, and we just go at it, or we can take out 3 and then decide the best one out of it.
Just take out one.
Okay.
I don't want to see though. Just pick it up. There's one in there that I'm nervous for.
Are you?
Yes.
Sorry guys, I'm laughing because I'm nervous too. Okay. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Pick it.
Okay. Okay. this one. Sorry, guys. That was an old
It
one.
wasn't on the thing.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It wasn't on the thing.
It wasn't on the?
No, it wasn't red on my paper.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
And you chose the one that I'm afraid of.
Oh.
It's okay. That's okay. No, it's raw talk. We're gonna be raw.
Let me see. Wait, what if I'm nervous too? Oh.
We're gonna be raw. It's okay. We're gonna be raw. Don't go back in the fishbowl. Put the bowl down.
I'm trying to think.
We're gonna go through this together. This recently happened to me at the end of 2020.
Did I do this?
So we're gonna.
I guess I didn't do this.
So we're gonna be raw.
I feel like I could have done this. Okay. Whichever, guys. Different opinions, right?
We're gonna be raw.
We are gonna be raw still, because
it is what it is.
It
happens.
is.
It happens. It's a natural.
All right, guys. So guess what? The raw topic today is friendship breakups. This is raw for sure. Okay, so how I usually like to say about this is just as this is an open floor.
Yeah.
So we can go however it may be. We can ask each other questions. Feel free to ask the host as well. And we just go from there. So friendship breakups. Oh boy. Well, I'll personally start with, I personally have had a lot of them. Transitioning that life from uni to, I guess, what to call adulthood and just life itself. I don't like to call adulthood, just life itself. I think it happens at many ages, teens, mid-20s, even your third. I think this is
Your
all
whole
the time.
life.
Your whole life.
Sorry,
No, that is okay.
Pardon me. That was
Like you said, guys, we're empty.
I have brought up here, I promise.
You know,
okay?
I'm trying to keep the
I
gas.
was raised right. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's a part of life. You know, natural things. What I will start off with this, and I hope I don't offend anybody. To all the people that were friends to me in my life growing up, I still appreciate you and love you from the bottom of my heart, because you helped. I'm not gonna say you helped make me, but you taught me a lot of lessons in life that I'm thankful for. But what I will say is this is, I feel like I'm gonna sound like Drake when I say this. I'm really not trying to. But as I started to lose friends, I did really start to get blessings. And I'm not saying I think you guys are bad people or you take my blessings away. It's just I wasn't growing when I was staying in the friendship. And now that I have grown and I feel like I kind of left the friendship behind and decided to grow, I am now getting blessings that I couldn't even imagine. I am now feeling like I love myself so much more, because a lot of people don't discuss.
And that's the whole thing with like losing friends. Is like everybody is here for a reason and a season. And some people's season is longer than others.
Yes.
Some people's reason is more trivial than others. Some people have a big reason to be there.
Yes.
And so like it's a thing that sucks, especially if the friendship is or was a good one, or had a big impact on you, or took a big part of your life, like mine did.
Me too.
and so like it's not a bad thing to lose them, and it's not like after you lost them you're like, oh, finally they got this dead weight gone.
No, it's not that feeling at all. It's very emotional, actually.
Yeah, it's just like you've made space for what's next.
Yes.
The blessings were always coming, whether they were there or not.
Yes.
But what they were there for, they did their job. You did your job, because it goes both ways.
It does.
It goes both ways.
It does.
And so you did your job, and now it's on to the next step.
Yes. Let me propose a question to you with this. Do you feel that, how can I say this? Okay, because one of the things that was hard for me with one of mine, so I've had a friend that I've only known for like, I guess 2 to 3 years, and that was like, I felt hard, but it wasn't as hard. Do you find it harder when you've known the person for years? Like I'm talking people that you've known since like grade 4 type, like.
Even before I had to end a 20+ year friendship.
Oh my God, I was mad, Jesus.
Yes, okay. Our families met in the church.
Okay.
They started basically, long story, but they started a new church together, and they were founding members, and so we were always like in each other's lives, and then like as we got older, we got closer and closer, and so like from like SK for me.
Okay.
And we were 2 years apart, so we were really young.
Yeah.
And then like having that person always be there, or like having them be the safety net.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it's just like like you know it's time to go, but then it's just like, how do I go without like mashing up the thing?
Yes.
And sometimes the things have to get mashed up because the thing got mashed up at the end.
Mine too.
I try to do it, and that's the thing. You don't get to choose how people react to what you're saying, and that goes both ways.
Yes.
I had to say what I had to say. I tried to do it nicely, and but like sometimes people want you to handle them rough. Like it's just what it is.
It's just the way that it is. I can only talk to you nice so many times before I have to just listen. Yeah.
Just bad you up one time.
Yeah. just at least one time. Yes.
I tried to make it as natural as possible, but then it wasn't working. And like we said, you can only talk to somebody nice so much time.
So many times.
And then however they react is how they react. And in my part, I kind of dropped it like
in a stink kind of way.
Pretty much. Kind of just unloaded like 4 years of like baggage on her. Just dropped it on her, and I said, "This is what it is." So since you want to interrogate me, here it is. I was gonna talk to you in my own time, but here it is.
Okay.
And so then the thing just kind of got mashed up.
I can see that.
It's almost been a year, and don't talk. Sometimes like certain things will happen, and I'm like, I can't tell her about that because I'm not talking to her anymore. Or like, oh, this thing reminds me of that thing, and it's just like, for the longest time, I didn't want to like bring her up in conversation.
Yes, I know that. Yeah. And
it's kind of hard because like literally all my memories, especially like in adulthood, she was there for most of them.
Yep.
And so it's just like, oh, someone's talking about someone's talking about Cuba, and I was like, oh, like she was there.
Right.
Somebody said something about TV show. I'm like, we used to watch the show all the time. I'm like, ugh. But then I realized earlier this summer, I was just like, it's like me saying the experience and like saying her name attached to the experience doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't.
Like I was there and I had a good time, and this is what happens. Yes. There was other people there, and that just is what it is. So like, don't be afraid of the memories, and just let them be.
I agree.
Because like they weren't all bad. Like our friendship wasn't bad. Right. It was, for me, it kind of got suffocating to a point, just because like I felt like I couldn't really be myself. Yes. Especially when the whole we met in the church, and so especially with the whole spirituality thing. Right. Yes, there was an incident with Halloween and tarot cards, and it just like apparently I was a Satan worshiper. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Like, in not so many words, but basically that's like, it was her and her sister. We were pretty close, and so like it was just like, gotta lock that off.
I feel you with every single inch of that. I had a friend since like grade 4. Thought that this friend would be with me till the end of life. Yep. Like, see me get married, see me have kids. Like, I can call you when I'm strict. Like everything, every milestone in life, I thought this individual would be there for. And I guess what was hard for me was, I shouldn't say it was hard. It's like you said, you realize and you know when it's time to start letting it go. You know. And I hung on longer than I should have. Me which too. Made it worse. Which makes it worse, because then you develop more resentment and stuff. And you kind of have to look at yourself and be like, well, you're kind of allowing this to happen because you know that you're past this friendship at this point. But I had to, like I said, it's just growth. Like when I realized I'm not here to just be a people pleaser anymore. I'm here to do what I love and what makes me happy and do what Spirit's telling me to do. 1000%. You know what I mean? And if you are continuing to live a lifestyle, I'm not the judgmental type of person. I'm really not one bit. Because from the things I've done in life, that I've been through in life, I could be the last to judge somebody. Just keeping it raw. No, for real. Just keeping it raw. But what I had to realize was the lifestyle that this individual was living and continuing to upkeep. I realized that she wasn't growing. And it's not for me to tell someone to grow, but it's for me to let you know where I'm growing with. It isn't like you're going to be able to come with me. And that's what I started to realize, not even lie, like 4 years ago from the time. Because very recent. And one day I just got up And I remember I went and I spoke to certain people. I don't like to put out names. I keep it raw, but I don't put out people's business. I spoke to certain individuals in my family and certain other friends. And kind of was like, I feel like I'm getting to my breaking point. And I don't want to sound like I'm talking crap about this individual, so I really care. So I just need an ear if you're actually an ear. And you're going to let me know, maybe you should try this or try that. And almost every single individual just reassured what I already knew. And I feel like it made me sad because it was like, I was almost hoping for someone to be like, you're just being a little bit too dramatic or you're being a little too judgmental, but I wasn't getting that. And even without their opinion, I like to follow my own, I'll ask people's advice, but at the end of the day, I listen to myself. When I got home and sat down and thought about it, I was like, you know what? No, you gotta go. And the reason why you gotta go, again, it's not because I don't love you, I don't want the best for you, but it's not my job to be listening to the same stories about the opposite sex over and over again if I don't see you making changes for yourself. Because then I feel like I'm wasting my God-given time and my energy that I could be doing other things just listening to this conversation that I heard every year since how many years ago? Or just like, everybody should embrace your sexuality. I like women to be sexually liberated and do your thing. However, when it starts to affect how people interact with me based off of friendship, you have to go for me. These are just certain things that I couldn't get by.
And that actually happened with us in university.
Yes!
One of our friends, and it was affecting how the rest of the school is seeing us.
Okay.
And treating us.
Okay.
And we're like, no, this can't be a good thing. This can't be a good thing. Can't people trying to call me out my name on the road.
You understand what I'm saying? Or we're walking and the way that they holler at me, I'm like, wait,
you've never talked to me like that before, so why are you talking to me like that?
But isn't so-and-so your friend? Oh.
Okay,
I got you. This is a real thing that women go through. This is a real thing by association, right? So there's just various things. Like, even apart from those, I just realized, okay, I gotta go on my own path. And I'd be lying if I say I didn't miss my friend. I miss the good parts.
Yes, I miss the good parts and the memories.
Yes.
Like, we had fun together.
Yes.
And we had the same humor. And
yes.
so like she got my jokes and I got her jokes, and like there's just jokes that like I can't say anymore because nobody will ever get it.
Right.
So I can't say them anymore, and that sucks.
That's the part that sucks. Yes.
That sucks because I'm a funny person, so that sucks.
Yes, you are. She is. She's a blast. I'm not even gonna front. She is.
But I don't miss the person.
Yes.
And just like you said, like I'm not judgmental. Like if you that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Do your thing.
But the issue I have is when you don't allow me to do what I would like to do. And then you have an opinion about it.
Thank you. Because saying things like, no, I'm not interested, or no, I don't want to go here, and no, I don't want to do that, and me constantly getting black, it's almost like I didn't speak. Like, yeah, you said no, it doesn't matter. So guess what? We're going here. It's kind of like, okay, I gotta take a back seat. Also, again, like you said, I didn't feel like I was able to be myself with a different relationship that I can think of. I didn't feel like I was able to be myself. I feel like when I was finally open and vulnerable in myself, it scared that friend. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they were used to me
being a certain way and being what they knew you as.
Masking.
And so, as you start to grow, they're like, what is that?
Who is this?
What do you mean?
What are you? What are you?
And like, that is very limiting to people.
Yes.
And I felt very, like I said, I loved her as a person and I loved the friendship.
Right.
But like, that can't go like, and like, that was a really big thing for me for like, basically most of my 20s is being myself and being true to myself.
Yes.
And there were, like, hindsight is always so, like, everything's always so clear in hindsight.
Always.
Like, they're
always.
Like, and I don't want to try and talk bad about the person. Like,
No.
like, they're a decent person, but like, there was always times, and I'm sure I did things too, but like,
of course, both ways.
There was always times when like, I would be vulnerable, or I would be more authentic, or I would do certain things, and the reaction was just not what I was expecting. Or like, like it wasn't what I was expecting. It's like sometimes you just want sometimes you just want the moment to be about you.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people wanted to be about them. Even when it's not supposed to be about them.
Yeah.
And like that kept happening. Like I was like, I just wanted an ear.
Yes.
And I know people do this to be trying to be relatable, but like I don't need you to be relatable. Right? I just need you to listen and be like, okay,
that's it.
I hear what you're saying.
Yes.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand because.
Yes.
Like, I need the validation before you give me the because. Don't give me the because first.
Yes.
That's not how you form a sentence.
I don't want it. We don't want it. I don't want it. Take it back. That shit.
And
Yes.
so like that was like the main reason why I was like, I can't.
Right.
I can't keep doing this to myself. And then I felt bad for my other people in my life who were having to listen to me
Yes.
go over this again. And just like, why are you still friends? I'm like, you know what?
Yes.
I am a creature of habit.
Mm-mm. It's hard for me to let go of things.
I'm a Taurus and I'm a creature of habit. And so I'm very slow to change. I change.
Yes.
I change. But you can't rush me when change happening.
It's true.
Like we're talking about this shirt before. This is like one of my favorite shirts to
I
wear.
love it.
I will wear it until all the buttons break, and then I will still wear it.
Do it. You can always get a stitch back on.
I was just wear open. Like I was still.
Ooh, yes.
And I've been like that ever since I was a child. Like I have this one dress. The zipper was a bust. I don't even know how my mom let me come out the house with this because I would still wear it. And so like once I find something that I like and I'm comfortable with,
Yeah.
I'm going to rock with it till the wheels fall off. Like
Yes.
these earrings, I'm going to wear them until they turn brown.
Trust me. Oh, all of my.
And then I will get the same ones back. I'll get the same ones back.
It's a high five right there.
I'll get the same ones back.
Same one. I'm buying them from the same store, same exact look, same everything.
Same thing. And
Yes.
so like when it's time to change, it's very hard because it's just like you've been there. Like you're the person who does these jokes.
Yes.
And like and because of how like significant the relationship was, like it couldn't be downgraded to like, oh, we're just gonna hang out, like tell jokes and like done. Like
No, there's certain levels
like
you can't.
it was
you can't
once
downgrade.
we got to like we're at sister level. So once you
Right.
get there, like you can't go back.
Yeah, you can't.
It's we're gonna go separate ways and we're gonna
That's
just thrive in our own environment.
That's it. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's do a spin on this because
Mhm.
I've also been through this too. Oh, we're getting really raw because this is a
Talk
hard
all
one.
day long.
This is a hard one.
I don't know why we're nervous. Like
I know, we just do. Shut. People be coming on this show
I'm
being
not
nervous. Once you just talk to me, I'm not, I won't scare you away. I'll make you more comfortable, I promise. But this is more raw for me. This is, trying to like base myself. You see me trying to make time
Yes.
before the say it?
just say it, just get it out.
So I had a situation. Oh,
I'm here for you, girl. Say it.
I'm getting a little emotional about it. Okay.
I'm here for you.
So I had a situation where, I guess I have to pose the question, where friendship,
Stop slowing yourself down, girl.
okay, let me just put it out there. So I had a situation where I had a friend who had been my friend for years, and I decided to finally admit that it was more than a friendship for me. Y'all know how that.
Scared now.
Y'all know how that. You see, I'm scared now, right? Okay. Y'all know how that can go. It's really only one way or the other, right?
Oh boy, do I know how that can go.
It's either cool, I feel the same way, like cool, or it's like
nah. What do you mean?
well, road dog, just be a homie, you know, like you're cute, but just be a homie. It was one way or the other. Okay. So I got the stiff arm.
Oh dear.
Right?
Oh shush.
Teardrop.
Don't worry, I've been stiff armed too.
Boom! It was the biggest. Can I just pour a bucket?
Like
Biggest teardrop. Okay, I'm woman enough to do it, and I'm gonna be wrong my own show you. That's not that hurt my feelings.
no, like
It hurts. It hurts.
hurts.
And you know why it hurts more? Because you feel like you had a friendship with that person. They know the things that can hurt you. They know how you operate. And when the same individual is able to be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it anyways, you're like, oh, are you okay? Like,
I thought we were friends.
I thought we were friends, right?
Yeah, I know.
So, and I think what made it difficult for me is I didn't get to remain a friend. I feel like it would have been different if I could just be like, okay, cool, then I'm just gonna be a friend, right? But when you're not able to even do that, it makes it a little bit different.
So we weren't friends.
So, do you understand?
We weren't friends.
That's how I felt, right? Okay, then this was all foolishness, and I thought we were friends, but we're not actually friends. That sucks because see, I almost put my business out in the street.
Caught herself.
I caught myself. So, with that being said, if you're watching this, you know who you are, by the way. That was Arm's house. But, just to put it out there, I guess my question to you would be, how do you think you would deal with that? Like, if that individual were, because you said
I can tell you what happened. I can tell you how I dealt with it.
Oh, how did you deal with it?
So, my situation, like, I don't know if this happened in yours, but let me just sit apart.
Whoa. Switch up C.
Well and proper. Well and proper.
Okay.
Okay, so
You sip.
you know, sometimes men and women, like sometimes you have close friends, close friends that you flirt with. Let's be honest.
Yes.
We're all big people here.
Yes.
Sometimes you have close friends that you flirt with, and you have that loose kind of relationship.
Yes. You have that. It's kind of like you have understanding.
Yes.
Yes.
And so, if you keep treating me one way, and then you say something else, but you're still treating me that way, your actions, obviously, I'm gonna really think about things. And if you, just like you said, they know what can hurt you. And so like you see me acting a certain way towards you, see me saying certain things to you, and you're just like, I'm just let it be. Even though you know what's happening.
You giving me a toot beat toot.
But you're acting like you're not tooting the beat.
You understand what I'm saying?
And so it's just like, so that I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna be brave. Mm-hmm. And so like I brought the idea. I didn't even say like, yo, I like you. I just brought the idea up.
Oh, I went all the way.
Brought the idea up.
Yeah.
And then I was just like I had never had the wind knocked out of me until that moment. Like I had to sit down.
Same.
I had to sit down. I was like, oh. And then like he tried to be my friend too much after that moment. You know, you need space. Okay?
Yeah.
After that happens, after somebody's pride and ego takes that knock,
You need a timeout.
you need space.
Because it's a big hit to the ego. So the person needs a timeout.
And I felt like you were playing a game with me. So you know, like I needed you doing the same thing that you were doing before, which got me confused, is not gonna help.
No.
And so like he didn't give me that space, and so I just had to just lock it off completely. We
Yeah.
talked for years. And then we randomly out of the blue talked again.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a little more serious, the flirting this time. It was just like, okay, we're single, like, you know, the thing is wanting.
Right.
And then I was like, okay, like, maybe this time is different.
Right.
And then he hit me with the same thing he hit me with last time. And basically it was I'm choosing this person.
Yep.
And I was just like, I was like, listen.
Bah!
I was like, listen. At least this time he was more upfront about it. He just like, listen, I'm in a space between the both of you. I'm like, listen, if there's an in-between space, don't worry about me.
Straight. I don't do no in between.
Don't worry about me. It's cool.
There's no in between.
It's all Gucci, like, don't.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And I was just like, yeah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. Keep from there.
I haven't talked to him since.
But see, it's more of a respectful exchange.
That one was more respectful than the first one.
The first one. Yes.
He grew from the first
He
one.
grew. There's. Oh, sorry. I
It's
just
okay.
got you.
No.
There is such thing as growth.
Yes,
You can
he
grow.
grew from the first one.
Yes.
And then he like actually gave me space, and I was proud of that.
See,
And then he got ready to have a baby, but we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that part.
girl.
And I was just like, oh, okay, you were serious about that one.
Okay. Thank you for that little spin on it. And Mel, like, wow, the host got to be a little vulnerable with the guest. That was fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's fantastic. Yes, I've come a long way with it. But you know, it's a little struggle. We're getting there. But yes, guys, we keep it raw. But we're gonna throw out one more before we go, guys. I know.
Could be here all day.
You guys, you can do this all day. You guys, I know you guys like the raw part. I know you do, but just hold on with us. I guess another thing I would say about friendship breakups that I've experienced is this. I'm trying to make sure I say this respectfully, because I like to be raw, but I also like to be respectful.
Yes.
If you realize, because this happened to me, if you realize that you have a friend, you guys have a very good friendship, but every time you guys talk, and women, you'll know this, every time you guys talk, she's sending you a little shot underneath what you guys are talking about, pay attention to that and cut that friendship.
Pay attention.
Don't waste your time. I'm telling you right now, from somebody who kept one, and I thought it was cut it from now. Because let me tell you, everybody knows your business in the street that they know. They don't really have your best interest at heart. And those little jabs that you're catching them, don't ignore them. You're catching them for a reason.
And people like to play it off. It's like, oh, I'm just joking. It's like, okay, but all jokes have truth to them. And oh, so that's what you think. That's what you think about
All of them.
Cool.
All of them, okay? That for example, you say to your friend, hey, so I just got this car, and they okay, but like, why is the back seat so small? You know those ones?
But do you have a car?
But do you have a
Do you
vehicle?
have a car?
Stuff like that, guys. That was just an example,
Yes.
right? That was an example because you know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
right? Or you know, you're getting ready and she's like, "You're gonna wear that?" Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have it on my body.
Are your eyes brown? Like, you know, like
That's why it's on.
that's why I'm dressed. That's why it's on my body. You know. So what? If you, and that goes for men too. I guess I shouldn't just say women. I'm just speaking from a woman's perspective.
Yes, please.
If you catch that sneak this front all the time, cut that. You're not holding on to anything for any reason. I can tell you right now. And for those of you who are still sticking to friendships because you say, I've known this person for so many years, I can't look at time is man-made, first of all.
Exactly.
And two, the amount of years doesn't matter. Sometimes you meet somebody in 2 days, you feel like you know this person for forever and have an amazing conversation and friendship, you can trust them compared to your homie that you had for 12 years.
Yep.
Stop doing that, you guys. Free up yourself from that. I guarantee you will not regret it. You will miss certain things about the individual, but you won't
It's not
regret
gonna be easy.
It's
It's not gonna be easy.
far from easy.
But
I'm just
it's
talking
for
about-
the best. It's for
Yes.
the best. So not gonna be easy. No. For the best.
What about you? What you have for your last for the friendship breakups? I know it was a tough one.
Just try to be honest. Just be honest, and just like honesty and vulnerability is scary.
Yes.
Like I'm a person who like
Vulnerability.
vulnerable who? What?
Comes out of me rarely.
And so like that's one of the biggest takeaways I've learned. Like if I had just been okay with being vulnerable and being myself and not focusing so much on how the other person would react to it or what the other person thought, like this would have ended such a different way.
Yeah.
But it ended the way it was supposed to. It ended the way it was supposed to end. It was supposed to end like that, and so that's why it ended like that.
Yes. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a strong believer. I've lived it.
Yep.
I've watched it. It is.
And it's crazy because it's just like the person was literally always there, and I have not seen, heard, or laid eyes on. It's like just like doesn't even exist in the world
Vanished.
anymore.
Yeah.
And the joke is now I actually live close to her house, and I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna go to the grocery store and see her? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, it's never happened. It has never ever in real life happened. I'm just like, this is so weird.
I know those ones.
This is so weird.
I'm getting ready to move back home, and I'm just like, who am I gonna run into?
Yeah.
But alright, guys, you got to see us get a little raw about
Yes.
this here friendship breakups. It was
Yes.
raw for both of us.
It
I
really
don't think you
was.
can tell.
It really was.
We've been doing a lot of breathing exercises while we've been doing this, guys.
A lot of sipping of the water.
Yes, a lot. But guys, it's about that time where I say, Shen, thank you so much, aka Jamaican Raven, for being on this episode, for being
No
raw,
problem.
authentic in yourself, and serving with the outfit. I appreciate it. Model haircut. Guys, does her hair look so good on her? I love it. But yes, thank you so much for being on Raw Talk with Mello. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for reaching out and thinking of me. That's
Of
so nice of
course.
you.
You guys, I scope. I'm not
That
creepy
was
just
so
for
nice
fun.
of you.
Thank you. Always.
We need to do this again. This is so much
We
fun.
will. We will. We got a group. We have a group chat coming soon. There's gonna be like a group of us going in on a raw topic, so you'll definitely be invited for that.
Yes.
But in the meantime, please tell the Raw family where they can find you.
I live on Instagram. It's my most used social media. So that's where you can find me for now. I'm branching off into Facebook as much as I don't want to. I know there's people there, so you have to go where the people are.
Yes.
But you can find me on Instagram at Jamaican Raven.
There you go.
No periods, no none of those fancy things, just Jamaican Raven.
Nice and simple.
If you want to interact with me, the best place to do that is in my stories. I'm literally always in my stories.
It's true.
I'm always there, doing madness, giving tips, doing all kinds of foolishness. I'm there.
Yes.
And you can also go to www.jamaicanraven.com for the blog. If it looks a little sketchy, it's because transition.
It looks good, guys.
We're
It still looks
transitioning.
good. It still looks good. I was on there. It still looks good. And guys, you already know again, this is your girl Mello, and this was Raw Talk with Mello. And again, I always tell you guys two things: that's spread love, but always keep it raw, And you can find me on IG, as you know, at raw.talk.withmelo. And I tell you guys always, it's just raw talk with Melo with dots in between. Very simple, guys. All right, stay blessed, stay up, and spread love, guys. Bye.